A wild sight in Southern California. Have you seen this? It's enough to make you say enough is enough. Thieves ripping open packages and throwing them all over the railroad tracks. Many discarded by looters who actually broke into train cars. Alex Capriello live on the Union Pacific train tracks in East LA with more on this story. Alex, do we know how long this has been going on?
Well, it certainly has gotten bad over the last 3 months, the holiday season to be specific. And really, if you were here, you'd be shocked because for miles and miles in both directions, you'll see packages just like these all across the area. These are packages that were intended to go to someone somewhere in America. Just in this space alone, I've seen packages addressed to Seattle, to Portland, to Las Vegas, and all across the U.S. Now, these Amazon and UPS deliveries were stopped dead in their tracks, as you can see, presumably by looters who are actually able to jump on top of cargo trains and ransack the containers that are on top of it. It's a new type of crime that the railroad is desperately trying to get ahead of.
Union Pacific tells NewsNation it has 1,600 employees covering 275 miles of track throughout Los Angeles. The railroad also telling the network it's increased the number of special agents, drones, and trespass detection systems in the LA area as well. This comes after thousands of packages were taken off trains and ransacked by thieves, found scattered across tracks in East LA. A crime Union Pacific says has increased 160% this year in LA alone.
The locks are real easy to break, to pick. Screwdriver, pliers. Yeah, these aren't heavy-duty bolts or, locks on these containers. That's how they're getting in.
Just in this one area alone, I've noticed everything from family portraits to clothing to home appliances, all items presumably on their way to American homes in time for the holidays. But also check this out, a full box of COVID tests and swabs, items that are in low supply and high demand right now.
Union Pacific police say they've arrested hundreds of suspected looters, but they claim that less than half of those they capture are booked, and most are released after 24 hours. The company is urging LA County District Attorney George Gascon to strongly prosecute arrestees to deter these types of railway thefts.
It doesn't matter what time it is, it could be broad daylight, and they just don't care.
Now, in a completely separate incident here in Los Angeles over the weekend, we saw 17 cars on one of those cargo trains derail just a little bit further that way. Union Pacific hasn't said exactly what caused that derailment, but I do know just from witnessing it that trains have to go very, very slowly when they cross through this area just because of the sheer amount of debris that's in the way. We're waiting on Union Pacific to give us more details about that. They say that this is all under investigation. Adrienne?
Something needs to be done to change this. This can't go on. Alex, thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click on the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.